Mike, this thing is bigger than the one I had yesterday. This thing is ripping, man.
Hey fishing friends, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, you guys. I've got 4 different size spinning reels here, 2500 all the way up to a 7500. I have 4 common household items here. You know, I was looking on the internet for a 2500 size spinning reel one time, and I wanted to know how big the reel was before I actually bought it. I looked all over and I could not find any decent specifications or comparisons to actually know how big that 2500 series spinning reel was. So I've decided to make this video so that people who are searching online can get a good idea of how big an actual freaking reel is. Now, I made a video, I'm going to put a link up here, for the different size spinning reels that I use in saltwater and why I use those particular reels. Okay, that's a completely separate kind of video. Today we're just going to be looking at the sizes of the reels. That video will kind of give you an idea of what size reel you're going to want to target different species or sizes, different sizes of fish that you're targeting around structure and not being around structure and stuff like that. So check that video out. But today we're going to be looking at these different reel sizes. So you guys are going to enjoy this. This is going to be good. Okay, I kind of cleared a few things away here. All right, one of the first things I want to do here, now this is your 2500 size spinning reel. This is your 4000 size spinning reel. You can see the difference in those reels is, difference in those reels is reels, oh my gosh, too much caffeine. The difference in those reels, okay, for size. All right, so let's take the 2500 series reel, okay? Compare an apple to a reel. That gives you an idea about the height of the reel, how big that is, looking at it that way. Let's just take that thing and we'll put it up next to this is just your Haas avocado, okay? It's a common fruit around here in Florida nowadays. It's supposed to be healthy, but anyway, that gives you an idea of just about how big that spinning reel is. All right, and yeah, let's go to the 4000 reel here. So those two compared to apples and avocados. Let's do the 4000 reel compared to an apple. There's your 4000 reel compared to the apple. Crazy video, right? And there's your 4000 reel compared to the avocado. Avocados and apples. All right, so we also have here just your regular old, probably 16-ounce canned good. You know, you find these in your kitchen cabinets. I took the label off, actually. Yeah, so here's your 4000 spinning reel. It's actually about the height of a 16-ounce can. Look at that right there, about the same height as that. Yep. And let's see, the 2500 series reel, you can get an idea. That's a little bit shorter than the can, about 1/2 inch. Okay, and of course I have a salt container here. This is just your standard size salt container. There's your 4000 size reel compared to that, and here's your 1200 series reel compared to the salt container. All right, so that takes care of those 2 reels. I'm going to set those off to the side for now. We might come back to those in a moment. All right, so here's your 6000 reel. This is your 7500 reel. There's your comparison on those. Both of those are Penn reels right there. Yeah, 75, 6000. All right, let's compare apples to the 6000. There's your apple to your 6000 reel. That apple is about the size of the spool on that thing. There's your 6000 reel compared with your standard size avocado. That's actually equivalent to 2 avocados. All right, let's take a look at our 7500 reel compared to the avocado. It makes that avocado look like a freaking grape. It's so small. And there's your 7500 reel compared to the Apple. Okay. All right, so let's do the cans and the salt. 6,000 size spinning reel compared to a 16-ounce can. Should probably turn them that way too. Here's your 7,500 size spinning reel compared to your can. That's what you're looking at that way. And we'll do the salt now. It's crazy demonstration, but it gives you guys an idea of how big these reels actually are. There's your salt container next to the 7,500 reel. And there's your salt container, about the same size as the 6,000 reel. See there, that direction. Show you the 7,500 in that direction. Get an idea of how big that reel is. All right, so here's your 4,000 compared to the 6,000. Sure, 4,000 compared to the 7,500. Got them that way. 2,500 compared to the 6,000. 2,500 compared to the 6,000. And there's your 2,500 compared to the 7,500. All right, so you guys have a pretty good idea now about the different sizes of these reels. Now, you know, when you're picking out a spinning reel, really what you're looking for is you're looking for the amount of line that it's going to hold depending on how far that you're going to want to cast, and also how big the spinning reel is to handle the size fish that you're actually fishing for. Now, honestly, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to a spinning reel whenever it says it has, you know, 20 pounds of drag or 100 pounds of drag or whatever. And here's the reason. Whenever you're fishing with a spinning reel, you can always grab a hold of that spool. You can always palm that spool and squeeze, and you can just about put 100% drag pressure on that spool. Okay, I went fishing with Captain Todd the other day. You know, I made a video and we were looking at the video, and he was telling me that he notices when he's fishing that he palms his spool a lot, and that's how he actually controls the drag on a spool. So yeah, you know, when you're selecting a spinning reel, yeah, you know that the poundage of the drag is important, but I'm just saying, guys, you can get 100% lockdown power on a spinning reel drag by using your hand. That is if you're in good shape and you know, you're a grown boy or woman or whatever. All right, I don't want to get too far off on that, but anyway, yeah, the size spinning reel depends on the size line. Like my 7,500 spinning reel, I mean, I'm going to use 30-pound test, 50, you know, up to 100-pound test line on this, depending on how far I want to cast. With my 6,000 reel, probably the lowest I'm going to go online with this is going to be like 30-pound. I do a lot of fishing around structure, so you know, 30-pound braid line on this 6,000 reel is going to work fine for me. Now this 4,000 size reel, probably the heaviest line that I'm going to put on the 4,000 reel is going to be 20-pound braid. Okay, that gives me a good line capacity on the reel, and it gives me good long distance casting. Now on this reel right here, this 4,000, I've got 15-pound test braid, and this thing will cast a very, very long way. Now the 2,500 series reel, right now I have 12-pound test monofilament on there. I'm not going to go much bigger than, you know, 12-pound test on this reel. I use this for bass fishing and smaller saltwater fish, okay? But like I said, I'm going to put a link up here in this video, and you guys can go check out, you know, the other video that I made for saltwater spinning reels and why I use the ones that I use and what I use them for. But if you guys still, you know, if you're still interested in knowing how big some of these reels are, let me just go ahead and measure these. This is your 2500 series reel, and this thing, the overall length of this reel is right at 5 inches. From top to the bottom is 5 inches on that reel. Let me measure the 4000 size reel here. That's going to vary a little bit depending on the positioning of the spool and the handle. The 4000 reel is running right about 5 3/4 inches from the top to the bottom there. The 6000 reel, let me just kind of reel that down. There we go. 6000 reel, this guy right here is running, yep, that's running close to 6.5 inches from the top to the bottom. That's how big that one is. And the 7500, this is the long cast model. Look how far up that spool goes on this reel. Isn't that crazy? Right there, I'm going to just kind of reel it down so you can see here. So with the spool down, the 7500 reel, that's right at 7.5 inches on the 7500 series reel. And I got the long cast model on my Penn spin fisher here because I have some areas where I want to be able to cast like really super far with this reel. And yeah, so I got the long cast model. Well, listen, you guys, I've done a lot of talking, a lot of moving around, and just trying to keep this video moving here. That's your 4 different size spinning reels there compared to some of your common household items that you're going to have around. I hope this kind of helps give you an idea of the different spinning reels and how big they are, okay? Thanks for watching this video. Thumbs up or appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I upload videos all the time, and everybody make sure you click that bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Get out there and go fishing, guys. Life is fun. Live it. See ya!